going into the fade. It's not that my voice chat is low. It's just that for whatever reason, this game music likes to bump insanely loud during combat.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Answer my questions, Morrigan.
I do not mind. Take your time. She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Ah, she's a shapeshifter. Okay. So is this where we get the specialization for our class? Somewhere around this part? Probably not yet, though.
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I wonder at that myself, but she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you. What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however. Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
But I already know that you're gonna come with us. And I cannot loot your area because you have nothing but chests. Can I talk to you again?
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal. He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. I will stay and make something to eat.
I'm probably just gonna talk to her and then I'm gonna end the episode. I'll stream some more tonight, probably.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
But we were fighting the dark spawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
Terran hold the game. Betraying. No, we should contact the rest of the Grey Warden. There is no rest of the Grey Warden. They all died. We don't fight this Blight. No, she will not. Stupid question. Unless there's the real Grey Warden here. We're both Grey Wardens now. After drinking blood. There you go.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history. Me, I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution. I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Decisions.
You could wait for the archdemon to make its appearance. I imagine that might be convincing.
It's been centuries since the last Blight. Nobody will take it seriously until it's too late. Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a Blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
So, question. If I don't say the right thing, will Morrigan not join our cause? Or does she just join either way it goes? Let's just see this.
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think she's just a savage. But Morrigan doesn't wish to know. I think it's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Pretty sure it
Pardon
was.
me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I mean, let's do it.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so? I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
So Alistair, my character, and Morgan are 18 to 21 years old.
I may have answers. Ask. From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here. What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly. I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us. You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated. 'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes? Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her. 'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering, no more than a stop along your imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing. I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Well, look at that. Morgan approves, Alistair approves, new quests, new quests, new quests. Huh. Let's save it here. Deep in the wilds. I'll continue playing some more of this game tonight. Maybe at least an hour or two more of it. So actually look at her skills and her equipment. She has not a thing. What's her amulet? Wild stone clasp. Okay, that's better. Buckle of the winds. Let's get that rid up. Oh, okay. Nope. Creating Morgan's robes. Too magic, too cold. Nope. Nope. Sort of. Put these on for now. Just doing this, see what her staff. Her staff does more damage and has more range than mine. I'm gonna have to sell some things. My inventory is getting kind of full. 2 electricity damage. You can upgrade weapons by enchanting and balloons. Interesting. Silver resistance, cry with dwarven runes. This can be sold in merchants getting a certain part of members. Includes approval rating.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Man, that bar barely moved. Huh? Oh. So I'm assuming that when I get the bar all the way to the heart, I can fully romance Morrigan, which is the goal. She will not die under my watch. Their skills. Okay, she uses shapeshifter, spider shape. Just for specific people. Okay. Shapeshifter can transform into a giant spider, gaining a large bonus nature resistance as well as spider webs and poisons good abilities. It Caster's spell power determines how powerful the form is. With the Master Shapeshifter, the mage becomes a corrupted spider, growing still stronger and gaining the Overwhelm ability. So we already have a Shapeshifter. Bear Shape, Flying Swarm, and Master Shapeshifter. And it seems like she has all of my abilities. All of my other abilities. That actually makes sense. I'm gonna have her go down the Hex Tree. The Death Magic Tree. And fully down this tree. People tend to say what they like dialogue. Okay, so when you talk to them, they'll drop like little hints on, I would like this, and I would like that, and I wouldn't like this, so on and so forth. The Shapeshifter can transform into a bear, gaining large bonuses, nature resistance, and armor, as well as the bear slam and rage ability. The caster's spell power further enhances his bear's statistics and abilities. With the Master Shapeshifter, the form transforms. This form transforms the caster into a powerful bear Skarn and gains the Overwhelm ability. I'm assuming that's the thing we saw in the tutorial. The Shapeshifter's body exposed and flies into a stinging insects that inflict nature damage on nearby foes, with the damage increasing based on the caster's spell power and proximity. While in this form, the caster gains Divide the Storm, and any damage the Shapeshifter suffers is drawn from mana instead of health, but the caster regenerates on mana. The swirling crowds of insects is immune to normal missiles. Are missiles just like any old ranged attack? Magic ranged attack? This come up in a lot of things. Where was I? Very good chance of evading physical attacks with extreme vulnerability to fire. With Master Shapeshifter, the character gains health whenever the swarm inflicts damage. Master Shapeshifter. Mastery of the shifter ways alters the form of bear shape, spider shape, allowing the caster to become a bear, scoring, and a corrupt spider, both considerably more powerful than their base forms. With no swarms, the Shapeshifter also gains overworld. Additionally, okay. So what I'm going to go for, where is it? Not here. Where is it? Nope. It's weird I can't find this thing now. Tactics. That's the menu I was looking up. You want to go for either the Spirit Healer or the Arcane Warrior. I would go for the Blood Mage, but hard to say it, right? Yep. If you guys have any, oh no, where is it? Okay, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and possibly subscribe. It's up to you, but it helps more than you know. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know down in the comments. But until then, I'll see everyone in the next part of my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play.